This is the third part of a four-part video on NaomiKnight's DMCA abuse. Having demonstrated why fair use is essential and how the DMCA guts the purpose of copyright law, I now want to show why I think the Amazing Muslim's use of your clips falls within fair use. I will post links in the sidebar to copies of his videos that were reposted by the DMCAabuse channel and by dprjones, so you can all watch it and judge for yourself as to whether the use of Naomi's clips falls within fair use. There's a four-factor balancing test that is used to determine fair use. I'll give you my analysis of this four-factor test, Naomi, and if you disagree with my analysis, I will invite you to post a response explaining where I'm going wrong. Number 1. The first factor is the purpose and the character of the use, and this factor is divided into several sub-factors. His use of your clips was for commentary and non-commercial purposes. It was also highly transformative. In fact, I bet it was too transformative for your taste, Naomi. It used your clips to promote an idea that you hate. But the more transformative the use is, the more likely it is to be fair use. Thus, everything within this first factor points strongly toward fair use. The second factor involves the nature of the copyrighted work he was quoting from. I believe you were trying to be factual or informational in your video, Naomi, and that you wouldn't characterize your video as a work of fiction. If this is the case, then this points toward fair use. The third factor involves the amount of material that was borrowed. The more extensive the borrowing, the more likely it is to be viewed as infringing. He used 7 short clips of your video. Add all the clips together, and they will run 1 minute and 48 seconds. Now, I timed this, and I've got it down accurate. 1 minute and 48 seconds. This is a relatively short amount that he used, and he used just enough of your clips to make his point. So this also probably points toward fair use. And the fourth and final factor is probably the most important factor, and that is the effect of his work on the potential market value of your work. Now, Naomi, as far as I know, you aren't making money by selling copies of your videos. And even if you were making money, Amazing Muslim wasn't using clips of your videos in his video in order to compete with you for sales in the marketplace. In other words, his video isn't causing you to lose money via competition in the market. Again, this points towards fair use. In other words, all 4 factors point towards fair use. Notice that there is no place in this analysis for weighing whether or not the use offended the morals of the person whose video was being used. Whether or not Amazing Muslim's piece was offensive should have nothing to do with this analysis, just as whether Mendham's finding BCJ's use of his image offensive should not affect the analysis of whether it fell under fair use or not.